what is the disconnect, if we want to call it that, or maybe you have a better way of explaining it? But what is the disconnect between female students and an instructor of either sex, or women students and male instructors? What's the problem there?
Honestly, I think there's the one obvious one of different genders, and you all learn and teach differently, and that's something that you cannot control. But another, I've seen plenty of amazing male instructors teach all women's classes, and I think the biggest thing is that I have noticed, even when co-teaching with other male instructors, is there's just like a power imbalance of your stories. Like, you have to think and put yourself in your students' shoes. So even I know I do it with my students when I train men. Like, I don't talk about purses and hair, but I have different analogies for women to help them understand. And I talk to them like, not like I'm an instructor. I wear clothing that presents myself as an equal to them rather than I am your superior. It's just, hey, we are girls, and we're going to do some cool stuff today. And I think when women are even in, co-ed classes, or there's a male instructor, there is that, like, I got to wear a polo and tactical pants, and it's such a barrier for women. It makes us feel so turned off by it, and it's like a wall is immediately drawn up, um and it's intimidating, and then we're not able to receive the information. And so it's simple things just to kind of soften the environment, to make them feel more welcome and make them feel more welcome into learning in that environment as well. We do this in my family's ranges. They start at the entrance. They make sure that there is a welcome desk and apparel, because those things are a soft entrance to welcome someone into, okay, now I'm ready to look at firearms, or now I'm ready to look at the holsters. But it's that soft transition that we need to have. And I think that's where that imbalance is when men are teaching, they really want to establish themselves of a superior, and not in a bad way, but hey, I have a law enforcement background, or I have a military background, or I've been teaching for this long, in that introduction even. And as a woman, we're just like, I don't feel comfortable. I don't belong here. I don't resonate with you. I could easily do the same thing where I say, I've been teaching for this long. I work with military and law enforcement. Like, I'm this, I'm that. Well, now I've disconnected from my student. And so how I do intros is we sit down, like, I make sure the girls have coffee, and we start with them. I say, I want to get to know you, and then you can get to know me. And that we really just like break the ice and get to know the group first, and then I give little anecdotes when they're talking about themselves and their family. And then there's girls who will be like, oh, I do that too, or oh my gosh, you're part of that running crew, like, I didn't, yeah, me too, or I want to get into that. And so now we're creating a bond without establishing the or without bringing firearms into it yet. And so that confidence is built, and then we establish with firearms. So that's how I have done it.